Hey y'all, Servants Heart Homestead here. So while Amelie is finishing up her nap, I figured I would take the opportunity to do a video and kind of share with you guys our plans for the next few months until baby gets here. We have quite a few things that we're trying to get done before baby so that we can enjoy the infant time for at least 2 months and just not have anything to do over the summer. So the baby is due at the end of May. So we have from now until the end of May to get all these things done. And then my plan is to just have June and July to just rest, relax, upkeep the garden, go in and weed and those kind of things, grab stuff that's ready to be harvested. But as far as like major projects, we're trying to get it all done now, because when I had Anley, we moved in here to this house when she was 2 weeks old, and I had a really hard time because I am the type of person that likes to get everything done, and I have something in my head, like, I want the room to look a certain way and I want to get it done. And Anley was just such a hard baby. Couldn't put her down, and I just felt so overwhelmed with all the things that needed to get done, all the things that needed to get unpacked. And then I couldn't do it because it was just crazy. So I really want to be able to enjoy the infant time with this baby. So the plan is to get as much done as possible before the baby is born. So right now we have moved our pigs into the garden, and we are going to let them root up everything. We had the chickens in there previously. They've scratched everything on the surface. Now the pigs are in there. They're rooting up stuff. And then we're giving them until, I believe, the end of February. So about a good month and a half, they're going to be in there. And once the end of February gets here, we need to get in and start creating our rows and everything that we're going to be doing in our garden to prep for planting seeds. We're not going to plant yet. I think our last frost date here is March 30th, I believe. We're going to kind of keep up with the weather and see how things are looking, but we want to make sure that everything is ready in the garden so when it is planting time, we can go in and plant and everything's good to go. So that is the plan with our garden. I'm hoping that the garden is off to a really good start right before baby gets here, and then is growing really well by the time baby gets here. And then I'm really trying to find ways to make weeding not so crazy, because once Austin goes back to work after I have the baby, it'll be warmer months, so this is going to be new to me because Nova and Anley were both born in January, and it was hard to go anywhere with them because it's so cold. So it'll be warmer months. I should be able to take him outside and, set him in something and go out there and weed if I need to. But I also have a toddler I have to worry about, and I also homeschool, so it's going to be a lot, and I don't want the weeds to get overwhelming for Austin, if he goes to work 4 days. If you have a garden, especially a big garden with possible weeds, you understand that like even missing 1 day can be devastating because they just grow like crazy. So the goal is to prepare the garden so that there's not so much work to do, especially those 2 months afterwards. I feel a lot more confident once the baby is older that I'll be able to get more done. But I just want to enjoy at least 2 months of like not having any major things to do. So that's what we're doing right now. We've moved the horse into the pen that had all the grass in it because we moved him out. We were a little worried that he would get sick eating all that green grass. So we moved him out, but then we switched him and the goats again so that he could eat down that grass, because a lot of it kind of died when we had that cold snap. It got down to like 18 degrees here, which is crazy in South Carolina. So we moved him back in there to eat down the rest of the grass. He's doing good. And then we will end up moving him back into the bigger area with the actual horse run. The goats will actually go behind. We created an area in the woods last year as another pen because a lot of weeds were back there. The goats obviously ate all the weeds down, so we still have the area. I think we might expand it just a little bit into more of the woods where there's weeds and stuff they can eat. But we will be moving the goats in there and then using the goat barn for them. And then the pigs will come out of the garden and they will go where the horse is now. Once the end of February gets here, we'll put them where the horse is because the area floods a lot, which will be great for pigs. And we're really hoping the pigs will breed soon. They are right at breeding age now, so I'm really hoping that it's going to happen soon. And then that gives them a bigger area for baby pigs to be running around and stuff. The only thing that we will need to do in that area, they have a shelter, but we will need to go in and create another area that's shaded because the only shaded part in that whole area is the shelter that Austin built. So that is something that we will have to do. The biggest thing that we're going to be working on while the pigs are in the garden doing some of the work for us. So from now until the end of February, we have that long to get the master bathroom inside the house gutted and redone. So we have not ever used this bathroom. It's been 2 years since we've been in the house now. And the first time Austin tried to use it when we first moved in, it was leaking, and we just were like, okay, well, we'll get to it. And then we never got to it because we just kept piling animals on. And that was my fault. But now that we're in a good place where we know what we can handle with the animals and the land and everything, now we're trying to come in, and I actually have to get it done before the baby gets here because I'm doing a home birth. And if you don't know about home births, or you do, when you I'm doing a home water birth, and so when you get out of the tub, obviously you've given birth in this tub with water, so you need to wash off. And so the clawfoot tub is where we're taking our showers and stuff right now, and it's great, it works, but clawfoot tubs are taller than the tubs that are in regular bathrooms and regular houses, and I just don't want to stress my body with trying to step into something so big right after having a baby. I know when I had the home birth with Anley, we were in our previous house, and I honestly almost passed out after standing up for 5 minutes. It was crazy because I felt fine, and my midwife was like, you're gonna pass out, and then I was standing in the shower and I was like, I'm gonna pass out. So I wanted to have a shower that's easy to get into and easy to get out. So we're replacing the whole shower, and we're actually going to put in a corner shower. And I will do a video and show you guys what we do. I'll show you before and then after and in the middle of the process. But I think Austin's a little nervous because it is a 100-year-old house. So you never really know what you're getting into when you start fixing things. So we're really just praying that everything goes smooth and that there's nothing crazy major happening in the bathroom. But yeah, so we have until the end of February to get that done because the baby's due at the end of May. And then March, we will be setting up the garden and getting all of that ready. And there's no way he's gonna be able to do that and come inside and gut a bathroom and install a new shower and all of that stuff. So we're literally going to gut everything. The sink will probably stay for now. The toilet will stay. The shower will come out. We'll put a new shower in. We'll put new flooring in. And then I'll decorate it, and make it look nice. But the other bathroom is functional. I bought something, so we were actually going to replace it's a pedestal sink, and I hate it because you can see the piping or the stuff in the back of it. And so we were going to build a sink from an antique piece, and then I started Pinteresting, and I was like, oh, well, I could probably do this. And so I'm just going to take some fabric and make it really pretty and go around the bottom of the pedestal sink and see if I can cover it and see if that works for now. And just kind of do that because I really don't want to have two major bathroom projects right now. The clawfoot tub we do need to check the piping and stuff, because when you try to take a bath, when you go to drain it, it has leaked before, so we drain it slow when the girls take a bath, but I haven't actually gotten to take a bath in our original clawfoot tub in our 100-year-old house, which is very devastating to think about. I've been here 2 years, but I really want to be able to take a bath. So I plan on, once we have a shower in the master bathroom, just using that bathroom with the tub just as a tub, and then, you know, obviously we'll still keep curtains in there so we can still use a shower if we need to. But I am going to try that with the pedestal sink, and then I'm going to do some updating with the stuff that we have in there as far as like shelving and storage space, because, you know, it's a tiny bathroom, so you have to figure things out creatively. And then I actually am going to, instead of trying to have Austin put flooring in there too right now, I'm trying to come up with a different way. So I've looked into painting the linoleum floors. They're not bad, but they're, I guess because they're so old, there's just discoloration on them and they just look dirty to me. I know they're not dirty. Like, I can go in there and sweep and mop and all of that, but they still just look dirty because there's just spots on them and discoloration, and I just cannot stand it. So I thought about painting it, but I also just recently saw another way to try to do something, so I might try it first. If I do, I'm gonna make a video because it'll be a game changer, especially if you are a renter, to do something that can be completely reversible very easily. So I'll do another video on that, but I just kind of wanted to give an update on what's going on, what we're doing here, and what our plan is for the next 5 months, I guess, until the end of May. So 4 or 5 months, that is our goal right now, and that's really all we've gotten to so far. We don't really have like plans for the actual rest of the year. Another thing that I am really working on is making my house beautiful to me, and then also making the outside beautiful. We went just gung-ho on animals right away, and we're working this past 2 years on fences and animal enclosures and all these other things, and just never took time to actually come in here and make the house functional how we want it, and then also the outside. And so I'm really trying to do that before the baby comes. I really want to make a really pretty patio area. I want to beautify the front of the house. Even though we don't go out there that much, I do like to go out on the porch sometimes, so I would love to make it pretty and fun to be out there. Baby just woke up. Okay, so she's outside playing with Big Sister now. Whenever she wakes up and I'm not there, she kind of flips out sometimes. Sometimes she's fine, and sometimes she's just really upset. But I think because she fell asleep in the car and then I brought her inside and laid her down, she was just disoriented. But anyways, so that is the plan, is to just work on the bathroom, work on the garden, and then work on just making things beautiful. I'm currently going through a lot of the stuff that we have in the house that we don't use so that we can put it next door in our attic and have the space that we need in the house, because we have another baby coming and we're gonna need more space. And we are just trying, or I'm just trying to make things pretty outside. So I'd really like to have a cut garden area. We're gonna be putting up a clothesline. I've always wanted a clothesline. I just think they're so cool and beautiful, and I'd love to be able to line dry things. So we're gonna put that up, and then I'm gonna put like a little garden in the same area. I'd like to be able to have different types of flowers and stuff that I can go out there and cut and use inside, to put in vases and different things like that. So that is our plan for the next 5 months. And then, like I said, we'd really like to take June and July and just kind of relax and chill out. And then I guess we'll have another video like this in August and just kind of see what our plans are for the remainder of the year. And I'm just excited. I'm excited. We have kind of settled into where we're at now. So now there's just random things that need to be done inside. that we never got to because we started getting animals. And then, you know, having animals and all of that, if you have them or know people that have them, you know that you are going to be mending fences sometimes, you're going to be updating things sometimes, because that's just how animals are. So we're hoping that everybody just does really good through the summer months. It's going to be the hottest. Actually, August is pretty warm too, so there'll be a lot of upkeep on making sure that waters are filled, especially for the chickens. We have to fill their waters up like 2 or 3 times during the day during the summer when it's the hottest part. But hopefully, Nova's old enough that she can help out with that since I'll have the baby here, and Anley's getting to the age where she can help with stuff like that too. So I think we'll be okay. I think I'll actually be able to enjoy the infant time this time, and we're just excited for the future here. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week.